Hi everyone, it's Melissa here. Happy Monday. Hi everyone, happy Monday. It's Melissa. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm so thrilled to be able to hop on a live stream again for you all today. Today's topic is all about karma. Sounds weird with my New Zealand accent, that word. If I was really being Kiwi, I would say karma. Or karma if you pronounce your R's. But karma is a really important concept and it's greatly misunderstood. And it affects your manifesting of what you desire and fulfilling the path, the purpose of what you're here to do. So it's really important for you to understand how karma works in your life, how it affects you spiritually, and how it can, like I said, affect your manifesting. We'll get into it. I do have an invitation for you today. In just a couple of days' time, on Wednesday, January 25th, I'm going to be offering a free masterclass. It's called The Three Steps to Find Your Deeper Soul's Calling. So if you're in a place where you're wanting to find your niche in life, where you feel like you've been spinning your wheels, you just can't quite seem to find that career, that place that brings you fulfillment and joy, nothing seems to work or just drags you down, then this masterclass is for you. I'm going to help you to clarify the steps you need to take to find that deeper soul calling, the thing that you're really meant to do in this lifetime, so you can start to put that out there in the world and follow that path rather than the one that's just been planted on you. So go ahead and sign up. It's free. Please invite your friends. The link to go to is communicatewithangels.com/soul calling. All right. So let's talk about karma. What is karma? Like I said, it's something that has been greatly misunderstood. Karma is the idea that you attract to you the growth that you came here for this lifetime. And that might mean a few different things. First of all, remember you are energy. As energy, you are vibrating constantly at a certain frequency. And as energy, you are attracting things to you on an energetic point of view. So we often think that life is just happening to us and it's out of our control. That is not true. You are constantly attracting and manifesting. And part of what you are attracting and manifesting is what you contracted to do in this lifetime. Before you were even born, you set up contracts for yourself. You set up certain growth that you wanted to experience. And so now on a soul level, you are attracting that to you. Okay? So, for example, if you have a contract with a certain, let's say, romantic partner to help you learn about loyalty to self, then you are going to keep attracting people that mirror that in you. So maybe right now, I'm just totally making this up by the way, but you might relate. Maybe right now you have a tendency to be too dependent on others, to rely on other people and kind of go with what they want rather than knowing your own inner truth. And so you keep attracting these kind of friendships or relationships that maybe trigger you to go, oh, maybe I do need to figure this out for myself because relying on that person isn't working out for me. And so you keep attracting that in individuals, relationships, situations in your life so that you can learn that growth that you're here for. Hi Elaine, glad you're here. I see a couple people hopping on, so hi, welcome. If you are here live, please let me know where you are in the world, and if you're watching the replay, which many of you often do, please say hi there too. I always love to connect. I hop on back later and see who's been watching the replay, okay? So we're talking today about karma. So that's what happens. That's what karma really is, right? The cliche, the incorrect kind of definition of karma is that it's sort of like you're being punished for things you've done before, or you don't have any choice in the matter. No, you are actually choosing this, but it's you're attracting on an energy level because of the energy that you're creating, and some of that is subconscious, but it's also based on what you've chosen to do and learn in this lifetime. Elaine's here from the UK. Hi, welcome. Nice to connect with some of my English people again. It's been a little while. Okay, so what I'm also talking about, my friend and mentor Tiger Cole, who's the founder of the Way Showers College, um, he coined this term called spiritual gravity. Hi, Wendy from Canvey Island. I don't know where that is. Let me know where in the world Canvey Island is. I'd love to know. And by the way, I'm here today in Richmond, Virginia, and if you hear any banging, it's a dog on the door trying to get in, but she's not getting in right now. Okay, so spiritual gravity is the idea that I'm drawing things to me. I'm drawing opportunities. I'm drawing people to me. I'm drawing situations to me that are there for my growth. Okay, so I can either resist that and go, no, that's not what I want. Or I can embrace what's coming to me in my life and say, okay, what is it that I have to learn from this? If it isn't what I want to occur, okay, but there's some growth in it for me. And what do I need to shift within myself and my energy so that I attract more of what I do want, right? What are the habits that I need to put in place? This is a little, I don't know if this is a good example or not, but it's popping in my mind, so I'll share it. I've been getting a message from my guidance for several months that it's time to buy a new car because my car is kind of breaking down and I'm having a little issue with it right now. And I already spent over $1,000 on it since the new year and it's still having an issue. And my guides have been telling me for months, that it's time to just get a new car. But if I wasn't aware of that, I would say, oh my gosh, this is just this problem that I don't want to look at, and because I'm a person that doesn't really care about cars that much as long as I have something to get me around. I don't really care what it looks like. I care about other things, but cars just not so much. So it's easy for me to ignore that. But I need to pay attention to what I'm attracting so that I can change it. And when you have that message from your angels ahead of time, you can be prepared for things and not have life kind of blindside you. So spiritual gravity is this idea that I'm always drawing things to me. And there is really no point resisting it. It's much better to accept and acknowledge what is it you've attracted, even if you don't like it, because everything can be turned around to a wonderful growth opportunity. So Canvey Island is in Essex, UK. Interesting. Okay. Cool. So I spent a lot of time. I've been to the UK many times. Both of my younger sisters actually used to live in London. They both have now gone back to New Zealand, but I would regularly go over and visit them and combine that trip with like doing workshops while I was there in the UK. So it's been a little while, especially because of COVID stuff restricting travel. But I'd love to connect with my UK people again because I don't know, England just there's an energy of it for me. I think I've had a lot of past lives there, no doubt. I'm certain of that actually. And I love the energy, the enthusiasm for growth that people have there. So anyway, nice to see you guys. So there's 3 components of karma that I'm going to talk about today, and I'm just going to talk about them briefly. And if you want to go deeper with this stuff that I'm bringing to your attention today, I highly encourage you and invite you to sign up for the free masterclass that I'm offering on Wednesday, January 25th. Called 3 Steps to Find Your Deeper Soul's Calling. So for the UK people, 1 p.m. Eastern is a great time because that's 6 p.m. your time. And then I'm also offering one in the evening that day. So you have a choice of times. And I'm going to share with you the steps that you need to make right now if you want to move from a place of like feeling kind of dissatisfied, unfulfilled in your life to getting in alignment. Because when you're in alignment with your purpose and that deeper soul's calling, you have fun and fulfillment and growth naturally. You don't need to strive for that. It's kind of just fueled naturally, but you've got to get in that place in your life where it aligns for you. And then that shows up in career that you love, relationships that bring you growth and fulfillment, etc. Okay, so the 3 components of this karma that you're attracting to you. First one is desires. What is it that you truly want? It's really important to get in touch with that for yourself and be honest with yourself about it. What do I really, really want? Regardless of what anyone else says, regardless of the fears or doubts or limitations I might have or thinking it's not possible or unrealistic or whatever, but what is it I really want? Right? No shoulds. And that gives you direction to move toward your purpose. Continuing to unfold, what is it I really want? And then set that as a goal and make a plan to achieve it. Okay, it sounds simple, and it is. But the thing that most of us don't do is we don't know what we want, and we don't take the time to discover it. We just kind of let life happen to us. If you really want to get in alignment, start being honest and truthful and writing down what is it that you desire. Component number 2 is needs. Okay, so often people are actually more aware of their wants, their desires, than their needs. And it's because the way that we're brought up, our way society is at this time, is to be very materialistic, very like in the masculine energy of achieving, and leaving out the intuitive, the feminine energy. And that means feelings, okay? So feelings are seen as weak, unimportant, let's just push all that aside and let's just achieve our goals. Well, but your needs are wrapped up in how you feel. And so if you deny that part of yourself, you're going to be unhappy, and over a while it can manifest as physical body issues as well. So what I'm talking about in the needs is spiritually, I need to feel fulfilled. Spiritually, I need to feel connected with others. I need to have a sense of community. I need to have a feeling of collaboration, of support, of service, right? I need to be of service to people. These are the needs that we tend to push aside, especially as women, I'm going to say, right? We're busy. We're raising kids. We're going to work. We're maintaining the house. There's so many pressures that it's easy to push those needs aside. But they are important, and they need to be acknowledged. And at least if you don't know what to do about it right away, at least acknowledge, I'm missing, for me, if I get too busy, or if I get out of balance, I can have a tendency to just sort of isolate myself and be by myself. And if I don't get enough time connecting with friends, like I'm living with my boyfriend now, which is amazing, but I'm always reminding myself that I can't just rely on that one person to meet those needs for collaboration, connection, support. Like I need to be around women, friends, right? So, and there's only boys in this house, my son and my partner. So I need to be continually reaching out to friends, getting together, connecting, regrouping with friends. So that's a need that I need to keep acknowledging, because if I don't take care of that need, then I start to feel cranky or resentful, like the list goes on. Okay, so what is it that you need? If you notice that you're feeling unhappy about something, try to dig a little bit deeper and say, what is it I'm really needing right now? And just not right now, like in my life. And then how can I meet that need? What is the actions? What are the things I need to create to meet that need? For many of you, it could be related to career, right? Like I'm going to work, I'm paying the bills, but there's no joy in it. There's no learning in it. I hate it for some of you, right? So, okay, what can I do to shift and meet that need? Because in the area of career, that's related to our life purpose and our service that we're here to provide. And if you're doing something that's not in alignment with what you're here to do spiritually, it's dissatisfying, and it will get worse the longer that goes on, right? So the need is for fulfillment. Okay, at least I know that right now. Maybe you're not sure what to do about it, but those needs are important. So desires and needs. So this is coming back to the karma, because you'll attract what you need to learn, even if you don't like it. Okay, so maybe the classic example is in relationships, right? Like you might have a friend that keeps attracting the same bad relationship over and over again, and you're like, why can't you figure it out? But it's because there's a need for that person to create the growth. Okay, so, and then the last part is contracts. So we actually have kind of a spiritual contract with certain people and opportunities in our life. Now, every single one of us also has a contract with yourself for your growth. You chose to do certain things in this lifetime before you were even born. And you have a contract with a team of spiritual helpers, your spirit guides, who are here to help you and assist you in this lifetime. So that's really exciting. And that's kind of the inner part of it, right? And then the part that can get a little more tricky and challenging is our contracts with people and our contracts with opportunities. So there's many different kinds of relationships with people. And if you have a contract with somebody, you're going to be drawn to them. It's like you can't really deny a contract. It's your karma. It's there, right? So often we talk about romantic relationships, but it's other kinds of relationships too. Like you just might have a karma to work with a certain boss or to have a certain friend or definitely family members, right? And contracts can change and contracts can end. But it's really important to know, what are you learning from a contract? What is the growth in it? Ask your angels for some key words about that contract and what is the purpose of it. That will really help you. I did this deeply with my boyfriend a while back. I got a consultant to help me with it, and I realized the core of the need for me in that relationship is for me to express myself openly and honestly. So if I get, challenged in that relationship, I need to come back to, that's what I'm getting out of it. That's the contract. And then contracts with opportunities, right? So you might have a job right now, you might have a business, you might have a service that you're offering. And has that contract ended? Has it changed? What is the purpose of that contract, right? So even though I've been doing this work in this business, this type of business, spirituality, for many years, the contract in that opportunity has changed and evolved many times. Especially in the last couple of years, and it's going to continue in 2023. The good news is right now I have a very clear vision of what I'm creating in 2023. 2 years ago, I'm like, something needs to change and I don't know what it looks like at all. That's a scary place to be. And some of you might be there right now. You're like, I know something needs to change and I have no idea what it looks like, but something's not right. Well, be patient with yourself and start looking at the contracts, the needs, the desires. So if you're liking some more help with this kind of stuff and really get clear about what is your purpose, what are your contracts, what's the next step for you, then I highly encourage you to be on that webinar on Wednesday, or just sign up to get the replay, either way, but hopefully you can be there live because it's much more fun that way. And it's, I'll type it in the comments here, the link, communicatewithangels.com/soul calling. I feel like I've been talking really fast today. Maybe it's just the energy of the day. So if any of you that are here live or watching the replay have questions, now's the time to ask. If not, I'm going to hop off in a second. But I hope that gave you a new viewpoint, a new way of looking at karma, right? Karma is not a punishment. Karma is not like you have no choice in the matter. It's just what you've chosen and what you're attracting. And so it's always important to have a balance between what you really desire to create, your goals, but also the growth that's kind of being attracted to you regardless. And they really do go hand in hand. When you set a new goal to create something new in your life, you're going to attract the growth, the inner change that's needed to get yourself to a state of consciousness to be able to have that thing. Hope that makes sense. I'm talking about it in a very abstract way, but so for example, with money, right? If you want to increase your income, then often there's some habits that you need to change, or a state of consciousness that you need to heal, a block maybe that you need to heal in order to be in that energy of attracting that new level of income. So we can't really deny our karma. It's sort of just working against yourself. All right, so I don't see any questions right now, so hopefully that was inspiring. I can't wait to see you guys on Wednesday for the masterclass. If you have any other questions, you can always email support@communicatewithangels.com. Have a great Monday. Bye, everybody.